Good morning, Franz. We're already back. Nice and fast this morning. I don't have 4 cats to feed, and Tesla eats whenever he wants now. But how's it going? How is everybody today? We're still working on this painting. I had the other one up because I was thinking of working on it, but we're gonna work on this one. I haven't yet asked the guy who wants to commission me if I can do it on stream yet, and we haven't agreed on a price, so I haven't started anything. You're eating breakfast, isn't it like 3 p.m. there or something, or 4? I have coffee. Coffee. Okay. I wonder if I can put some hot chocolate powder in this. Robus, have you found the catnip that I secretly put out for you? Yes, you have. Tesla's getting high first thing in the morning. I don't get breakfast unless Cheese actually, like, makes me something. And he's still asleep, so. Oh, this isn't hot chocolate. This is just straight up cocoa powder. I mean, I suppose that could work. I do have a spoon here. The benefits to having moved and you've just got stuff in places. Besides, this coffee doesn't need any sweetener, does it? It's like pre-flavored. Wake and Bake Cat Edition. Necromancer was first this morning. Surprised. Saying hi from Cora, Nacho, and Ace. Cora's saying hi on his own. Thanks for coming by, Cora. Nacho and Ace, shame, come and say hi by yourselves. Thank you for the message, Fantasy. Okay, that should be enough. Thing with like actual cocoa powder is you don't need a lot in there to really to make it chocolatey. You don't need much. Cocoa powder's pretty strong. It's good high quality stuff too. If I'm gonna have something, I'm gonna have a little bit of it, but I'm gonna have high quality stuff. At least I'm gonna try. Now we're gonna take our maracas. My desk is a little bit more organized today. My mom had a random organizer drawer thing in her room, and she handed that off to me because she wasn't using it. I heard you were talking shit about me. No, I was just shaming you for not coming and saying hi by yourself. Good morning, Atros. The prodigal son returns. Good morning, Ross. Nachos! Hi! It's good to see you guys again. Thanks for coming by. I always appreciate it. How is everybody on this fine, beautiful morning? You know, despite going to bed at, like, nearly 2 in the morning, I actually slept really well. And I think that's because the neighborhood's so quiet at night. And dark. Well, dark-ish. There is a convenience store across the main street, and we live close to the head of the street. And, so I can still see their lights at night. I wish companies were required to turn off, like, their outdoor, like, banner lights at night. Because They don't need, if they're not open, those lights don't need to be on, quite frankly. There's no purpose in them being on other than being like, hey, this store is here to someone who's passing by. But if it's in like a neighborhood like this, it doesn't need to be on because everybody already knows it's there. I was busy, okay? It's fine. I don't expect people to show up. I'm just teasing. Ah, you're in VC with them. I see. Ow! Oh god, that one beamed me in the face. Thanks for the hydrators. I've been busy. Someone broke into the house 2 doors down from me like 3 days ago. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, up your security, man. Was it targeted or was it random? Because, that's disturbing. You're safe though, right? Is everybody okay? Are your neighbors alright? I had to drop fuckface off at his drop point, and the bus was at the dispatch. Said a little late, nearly an hour. Because I could not get fuckface to get out of the car. Yeah. No. He can walk to the bus depot. How old is this man? Like, I understand that, like, I also don't drive. I am capable of driving. Because of the level of my license that I have, I still need to have somebody with 4 years of driving experience and a full license in the front passenger seat at 40 years old. But if somebody can't take me somewhere, I drag my own ass there. Your 32-year-old brother can do the same thing, Ross. I understand, like, taking care of family and, you know, maybe helping him get back on his feet, but he's not being responsible. I mean, the man's committed crimes. He needs to grow the fuck up because he's a goddamn child. Like, I understand that I am not the most responsible person. Like, I don't have an actual job. I'm a VTuber, for Christ's sake. But, like, if somebody says that I'm too busy and I can't drive you to this place, I'm like, okay. And if I really need to go there, I will get my ass there myself. That's what it means to be a responsible adult. Cora, nachos. Thank you for the stretch and the posture check. So everybody on Shrimp Plate and Spines, we're gonna merge those two together. Yeah. Give yourself a stretch this way, that way. Oh, don't pull muscles. Bad idea. Ugh. Also, I had an appointment to do blood work. So angry. And I probably should have over it. So, at this point, Ross, I think you're probably gonna have one of those moments where you're just like, these bitch boots are going on. You're gonna snap or you're gonna have a stroke, man. Because you're so stressed out about so many things. And the moment those bitch boots come on, you're gonna feel so goddamn free. You can't just leave me. What's your fucking problem? Well, you know what? My problem is you're wasting my time because you can't be an adult. That's what you need to say to him. Be like, you can't be an adult. You commit crimes because you can't be an adult. You don't have the intelligence, the intellectual capacity to be a goddamn independent adult. Sorry, but your brother makes me mad. Yeah, I had a friend who was kicked out of the house at 18 because he was, like, skipping school and he was hanging out with the bad crowd and he was being just really bad. He got kicked out. And it was the best thing that ever happened to him, because he learned early that the world ain't easy. And now he's a responsible adult with a job and a house and a wife and a kid, and he figured shit out because somebody gave him some tough love. Sometimes people need that, and it sounds like Fuckface needs that. He's the one that needs the tough love. I've never committed a crime in my life. I'm sure if I had committed crimes, my family would be like, no, you gotta figure shit out on your own. Like, we'll help you with some things, but it'll be like information and, you know, filling out forms and stuff. You know, the adult things were like, you know, you need to learn to do your taxes on your own, and you have to apply for jobs. Maybe we might help you write a cover letter or something if you don't know how to do that, but, you know, I know how to do that shit. I just have really, really bad luck in finding employment. Because I'm overqualified for everything and underqualified for everything simultaneously. I think that's the problem. And if I put nothing on my resume and people are like, well, you're 40, why don't you have anything on your resume? I'll be like, well, nobody ever gave me a job. And they'll be like, well, what's wrong with you? Because there must be something wrong with me if it, you know, despite the job market being terrible for millennials. It's not for lack of trying. You've committed crimes against Skyriminder people. I'll be beneath the family, something beaten into me and trying to stand up for myself. You're the middle child again, right? Right, because some of the former everybody will have a surprised Pikachu face about it. Again. Oh. Yeah. Gives no jobs to everyone of a certain demographic. Yeah, also world criticized the demographic for not getting a job. Yep. That's exactly what happened. The early to middle millennials really got fucked. We really, really got fucked. And the No Child Left Behind thing ended up leaving so many of us behind. Like, the No Child Left Behind thing even affected Canada, and it was bad. It was so bad. I was bored in school, and then they thought that I needed special ed because they thought I was stupid. And then they didn't tell my mom. I went from being a gifted student to special ed in 1 year. Yep. That's what happened to me. It's the worst thing. Where could I be now had the teacher I had in grade 2 continued to teach me? Where would I be now? I don't know. But I probably wouldn't be here doing this. I would probably have a job and a family and a house and, you know, an actual career. But I do enjoy doing this. It's not that this is bad. I enjoy this. It's just not viable as work unless my audience is like 10 times what it is. Which I don't think it ever will be. I mean, people probably see the thumbnail and they're like, art, and they see 2 photos. Like Queen Boo yesterday. Queen Boo thought there were just 2 photos. And I've had that reaction before in the Discord chat when I shared it during one of the Dendronia hangouts. They're like, oh, I just thought those are 2 photos next to each other. Like, people don't realize this is an actual goddamn painting. And it's not traced. So, it's like... It's hard to be seen when you're not drawing, like, fan art characters of, like, popular IPs. I don't like doing that. It's really hard as an artist to do actual art and not just slop art. How we're all blamed for killing X industry because we understand quality. I was talking to my dad this morning, and he has this mug called a Contigo, and it's a little thermos mug thing for his coffee, and I was like, wow, I'm surprised that thing's still going. I brought mine back because I never use it, so you can use that one when that one finally breaks. And he's like, oh yeah, this piece on this coffee mug, a little mouth seal switch seal thing, that seals the mug shut. He's like, yeah, this thing already broke once, but then your mom brought home some extras. And I'm like, wait, you can buy those little pieces? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, that is a good product. You know, people our age, we're looking at the environment more, and we don't buy products where you can't repair them. This is one of the reasons why I won't buy Apple as well, because you can't repair them. John Deere, I would rather use a hoe. I want to have a homestead with a small farm, and I will never buy a John Deere product. I will make my own goddamn tractors. I will learn how to engineer my own vehicles and tractors if I have to, so that I can repair my own shit. Because the whole right to repair thing I am very big on. And the planned obsolescence of products is ass, and we don't want that anymore. And if your industry can't sustain itself, and your product can't sustain itself without people buying a new one every 4 to 6 months, you shouldn't be making that product. Ow! Sorry, I'm serious today. You could just say I cannot disclose my former work. They can't say shit, all that. It's like, yes. I used to work for the commissionaires at NDHQ, which is true. I worked as a commissionaire, which is a security guard in Canada. It's a company that does all of the government contracts, or most of the government contracts, especially in the nation's capital. And NDHQ is the National Defense Headquarters, so it's national defense. I had to have secret clearance for that job. Did I see anything? No. If I saw anything that I couldn't tell you about, I would also give you the same response. And you wouldn't be able to tell whether I'm lying or not. Because did I see anything? No. These eyes, they see nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're blind. Never mind the fact that I'm an artist. I feel even worse for Gen Z honors. Yeah, at this point, anything declaring one thing may as well be the other thing. We propose the We Help Everyone measure. Narrator. Nobody was helped. If anything, the policies actively hindered everyone. Yep, that was the No Child Left Behind thing. Absolutely. So you saw things. No, I saw nothing. I saw a lot of cubicles. There were lots of cubicles. There's lots of people who work in those buildings. Yeah, there were lots of people and lots of cubicles. There's some cleaning staff. Followed a guy around once who was fixing an elevator. I know what the inside of an elevator machine room looks like. I also know it's terribly loud and I hate it. I hate loud things. I like quiet things, which is why I like night shift the best. I could just like take a casual stroll around the building anytime I wanted. All these restricted floors, and I'm just like just walking around between all the cubicles, checking under the desk, make sure no one's hiding. A fantasy. You've pooped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the poop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets pooped. The boop snoot. I'm very energetic today. I don't know if you can tell. And I've only had half a cup of coffee. I'm going to take my maracas now. See, Neff isn't here to remind me to take my meds. Maraca time. Is that me with someone getting shot and the shooter being all like, why would the X do this? Yep. I booped guy in snoot. Take the drugs. Neff! I'll be back in a second. I've already had a cup of tea this morning. I woke up at 7 a.m. and like I've just been wired and like raring to go for stream because I love doing this. I think I love doing this more than I love writing, which is kind of alarming because I really love writing. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Because tea plus half a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. I gotta go get Tesla knock some stuff over. Tesla, what have you done? What have you done? Beepers. I understand it's crowded in here, man. It's very crowded. I'll rescue my lamp. Sorry guys, I'll just be a second. God, these things aren't even mine. Okay. There we go. Tesla knocked over my my lamp. I could also be cross because my dad expects me to take me to a place in less than an hour and not be remotely angry or upset about any of that. This is very sudden. I mean, I understand sudden things come up, but like, your family sounds like they're terrible at planning. Legs? Legs! Long legs. Longer legs! Leg cult. Leg. It's nice to have a little bit of room on my desk. Alright, what are we working on today? Kit's face no longer looks uncanny valley, and I love this. Yeah, what are they gonna do, Ross, when you get a job and you're not there all the time? What are they gonna do? That's what you need to do, Ross. You need to spend less time at home. Or get your own place. Because I think that's gonna be one of the only ways. I think we're gonna go back to working on the belt today. After so, which fucking one is it? Gotta have a lack of chill. It's never funny. I mean, I guess externally to some of us it's a little bit funny, but also at the same time, like, yeah, you need to learn to just relax a little bit. I know a lot of people who are very stressed out all the time, and worry about you people. We didn't start the fire. I'm not gonna sing anymore because it's copywritten. This whole one needs to be moved. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, these two are quite a ways off. First, I'm gonna little bit moderately better. I'll get a little bit of better angle on things. Oh, there's cheese behind me. Necromancer!
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Guardian Chaos 2 to the island.
Necromancer, thank you for the gifted sub to Nachos! Necrocon continues yet another month. Patron saint of art, Necromancer Dark. Cheese is back in my room, pastoring Tesla. And making rustling noises. Necromancer is truly the hero of this stream. Cheese makes fun of me and he's like, "You've got a whale." I'm like, "No, I have a Necromancer, it's better."
Patron of the arts.
What?
Patron of the arts.
Yes, like I said, the patron saint of arts, Necromancer Dark. Alright, we're gonna move this one a little bit. I think we're gonna... Necromancer! That's not the right cheese, but thank you!
Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Cheese to the island.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Cheese exclamation mark. Cheese doesn't come and watch my streams.
Watch them here.
Yes, but the viewership helps. Okay, we're gonna shift this one a little bit this way and down a bit. But I think we're gonna... Guardian Nachos makes the stinky cheese face. Cora is giving me the hydrate, thank you. This cheese person, they're gonna come back to their account and be like, "What the hell?" It probably happens often to a lot of random people, because I've noticed people like will give gifted subs in some channels that are just like to whatever specific meme is happening at that time. Let's see if I can... Okay, it seems I can only manipulate within the selection area. But I can manipulate the selection area too. Not quite in the way that I want to manipulate the selection area, but it will have to do. What? No, it's just the lasso, not the magic wand. Okay. try and get this fixed up. If you're wondering, I'm coloring on the layer behind it.
It's really good.
What?
It's really good.
Thank you. Have you... Here. Here's the whole thing.
Wow. I was gonna say, why is there 2 belts? And then I realized, oh wait.
One is part of the reference. Merge these together. And I'm going to clean this up. Probably just gonna have to repaint some of these entirely. Oh! I missed the posture check and the stretch. Everybody on Shrimp Thing's spines? Give our spine a big stretch. Or maybe a wave back and forth. Seaweed in the ocean currents. Oh god, I've been hit by sea trash. Stop throwing your garbage in the sea! Axolotl noises. Do axolotls make noises? I mean, I know in Minecraft they do. Man, I've really fucked this one up. It's all squodgy and weird now. Minor adjustments. More stretches? Guys, I can't do that many stretches. I get too much stretching. I'll stretch out my leg. I'm having a bit of problem with my left leg. There's the spot just above my knee won't seem to relax, and I think I'm gonna have to just spend some time massaging it. The muscle was used a little too hard. Sorry, my energy just quickly dissipated and has gone into like work mode. The concentration is intense. Where's Gregorius when you need him? Yeah, really. I could really use Gregorius. I was just talking about that this morning with my family. I'm just like, I need my own Gregorius. This looks so messy right now. God, it's awful. Trust the process. Trust the process. So much detail on this thing. Nah. It doesn't help that my edges are all blurry. try and clean this up a little bit here. It won't be exact, but it doesn't have to be. I'm trying too hard to make it that way. I think I just need to let it go a little bit. I need to bring this blue up in here. I think that's what I need to do. Ace, Cora, and Nacho are chaos? I mean, yes. You expect anything different? They're going to be sickly sweet and make my D&D character wedding ring. Do it. What else is everybody working on? I know Necromancer's probably at work. Work. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. 9 to 5 would be nice. I think Necromancer's company probably overworks him. It's just an impression that I get, you know? Neff, you've arrived. Hello. Good morning. Thank you for the hydrate. And yet another stretch. People are gonna stretch me to death. God, it's like a pain on the rack. I did take my meds. I was lamenting that you weren't here to remind me. I kept forgetting even though they were right in front of me. You're important to this community. You'll make sure I take my medicines. I hope you are well this morning, Neff. Let me know if you want the spoopy music playlist back, because it is spoopy season. I just find it a bit, I don't know, repetitive in a way. I want to try and avoid that. trying so hard to trust this process, but it's difficult. Welcome back, Ross. I'm struggling to find a color scheme I like for my noble baker dwarf. Blue seems a bit meh for him. Thank you for the hydrate, Cora. And the concussion. What kind of baking does this character do, Fantasy? Where did my color go? Like, who does he bake for? Is he baking for, like, a regent? A king? Just a standard noble family? Does he own his own bakery, or is he employed by them? Is there a uniform for the house? He owns and runs the local bakery with his wife, and they bake bread, cakes, muffins, and various pies, and many other baked goods. Well, generally, you said noble, so is it noble as in his character is noble, or like noble as in like societally he's a noble? Because if he were a noble, he wouldn't be a baker. Nobles don't do work. So, he would be a more of a merchant class at that point. So you gotta remember, nobles don't work. It's the one thing they absolutely do not do. If your nobles are doing anything other than, like, administrative jobs, then they're not nobles. They're working class. I mean, blue wouldn't be too bad of a color. Generally, bakers wear white because they work with a lot of flour, so it can get messy. That's why I was struggling here. This is where I'm gonna have to start making stuff up because can't really see that well in here. Someone's car alarm's going off. I think I figured out part of my technique for painting. The airbrush is great for laying down very loose, soft color, but intense. Whereas the the brush tool, the round mixing brush is great for blending things together. And dragging colors. Sharpening things up. See, this is what the airbrush does. I can put down lots of transparent stuff or like really intense color. Whereas if I use the regular round mixing brush, it doesn't go down as well. It tends to blend more even when I press hard. But it has the touch sensitivity that where I can get, you know, thinner strokes if I go lightly, but it still lays down some color. It has good color stretch and blending, especially at its default settings, which it's not at the moment. Dwarf! Thanks for the hydrate and the posture check. Everybody untrimp your spines just a little. We've had a lot of stretches and posture checks today, so make sure you don't overdo it. A little bit of a yawn there. Let's step back, take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's getting so much better. Yes! Alright, now to read what Fantasy's been saying. He comes from a noble family called Steelforge, and their tradition is to send their children out and let them work so they will appreciate where money comes from. He enjoyed his job so much that he stayed a baker. Oh, okay. See, that makes a lot more sense. So he didn't remain in the noble class. He sort of switched down to the merchant class, and that has been known to happen. I mean, look at what Prince Harry, I think it was. He's just like completely abdicated from the whole royal family. He's like, fuck those guys. I like him. I think it's Harry. This is the one that did that. I don't even know. The royals. I don't even pay attention to that shit. We'll be back in a sec. I have to pee again. So much drinking today. God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to unmute myself when I came in. Yes, Tesla was beeping at me. And then my brother came in with some bacon. And Tesla doesn't want any bacon, which is kind of shocking. And I took some pictures of Tesla. You saw them. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me that I was muted. My microphone is very sensitive, so, even though the bathroom's a little bit far away from where I am, I still like to mute it. Just having an open mic is, kind of weird. But yes, I took a cute picture of Tesla because he's being adorable. Damon! That's what I am. Damon! He's also very soft. He feels like a rabbit. If you've ever pet a rabbit, that's what Tesla feels like. He's super, super soft. Hey, Babbins. Here, have some bacon fat. You don't want the bacon, weirdo. My cat doesn't want bacon. Yes, it's weird. There's only one, technically one slice of bacon is 2 little pieces, 2 half pieces. A Tesla pet redeem. Thank you for the hydrate. Holy water? You mean coffee? I really don't like the French vanilla instant coffee from Nescafe. I used to really like vanilla, but I something changed and I don't like it anymore. But French vanilla specifically as a flavor is like, ugh. Kibby. Yep, that's my nugget. And my squishable Grim Reaper in the background. He's standing on me sheepskin. I have a sheepskin and I love it. It's one of those IKEA ones, but it's one of the real IKEA ones. I need more. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I need more. I wish I could make a sheepskin sleeping bag and take that to Conquest instead of like the regular, you know, real person modern sleeping bag, because I want to have an aesthetic tent. And I always freeze at night. I'm always so cold at night, and I think a sheepskin sleeping bag with like the fluff on the inside would be like the best frickin' thing ever. Oh. Fantasies boop my snoot. A second boop snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot, but it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. It's actually kind of cold in here. I might actually have to close my windows, which is shocking because I hate doing that. What is our temperature check for the day? We haven't done that. "12. Feels like 11 with a high of 20 degrees. 64% humidity. It's no wonder it's cold. Oh, it's going to be a high of 26 tomorrow. 27, 27, 27, 24, and then 15. The temperatures are dropping. Winter is coming. Also, VGen is having their usual monthly contest. And the theme is fog. And I'm wondering what kind of piece should we do? We should enter the contest this month. I have it open as a tab. You have to submit it by October 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard. And the winners get a badge, an invite code, and on-site/social media feature. So there's no money involved. But the entries are always very, very good. You get to see other people's entries as well. Here, let me share it to the chat. So you can see other entries as they're coming in. And a lot of them are so good. And you can submit any medium as well. I believe the rules are it has to be a new piece. Yes, entry must be created during the challenge month, so I can't just take an old piece and enter it, so I have to make a new piece. So, like, if I perhaps had a nice photo, I could recreate one of my photos as a painting. But it would have to be a piece of, it would have to be a photo that I took, or a composition that I created. And I don't think I have any good photos of fog anywhere. Also, like, some of these entries, they don't look like they've been done in this month. Unless that's just like a photo manipulation, but some people are really fast at drawing. I don't think people always follow the rules of the it has to be drawn in this month, because some people have a lot of art that they've never submitted anywhere, so like you've never seen it, you can't like backtrack it on the internet, and they just submit something old. Jesus, back in my room.
I didn't even notice.
What?
I didn't even notice.
I noticed you. I just didn't say anything because I was busy saying something else. He's always a scaredy cat. Man, the belt looks so much better already. Ooh, mist rolling down the volcanoes. That could be cool. I had painted one of my shirts with like the misty fog on the islands, and sort of like a Chinese style painting. You know, the standard mountain painting that they do. I love that. The ink mountains. They're so good. I tried to do an effect like that on one of my shirts with dye. It was pretty neat. I'll have to find some references, but yeah, Yeah, I think I probably could manage that. Is the speech therapist here? Huh. When I stepped out earlier, they weren't here yet, so.
Yes, they're here.
The belt has improved. Dang it. Hello. Tesla's behind me. Robins. Eventually I'm gonna have to start putting his litter box outside, but I would like to put it at the top of the staircase where all that stuff is, but I need to be able to move around in here to be able to bring some of that stuff in. If you could take his carrier and put it downstairs, it's on the ledge there. The bubble.
Oh.
If you could take that downstairs and put that in front of the closet,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I'm trying to get him to come out into the hall.
Well, there's a stranger up there right now.
Yeah, but he thinks I'm a stranger too. So.
Yes, well, once his food and his water and his litter box are starting to move further away from my room, he'll start realizing that the rest of the house is his. Sorry, stream. It's distracting having someone wander around behind you.
I'm just playing with the cat. You know
I
me.
know you're playing with the cat. It's still distracting.
Disney Princess Leia.
Oh, here. Before you go down. Where are those bits? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find something to hand to Cheese. I think they're in here.
I can wait. You do your stream.
Yeah. Well, I can't find it right now anyways. I was looking for the lids for the jars, because I have a big jar of tea on the counter downstairs. I've got these, like 1970s Heinz tomato ketchup jars. Let's see if I can find a picture of one, actually. In 1870s? Might have been 1960s. These are going to be really hard to find. Whoever that was, thank you for the hydrate. So I'm scrolling through pictures of ketchup. Thank you again for the hydrate, Death. Did you know that a volcano snail exists? Their shells are made of iron and they live around hydrothermal vents that can reach up to 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. That's hot. It will be that will be fun to make it. We could make volcano snails. I'll have to do some research on them. That sounds fascinating. You've brought us a meta for today. Now, my mom told me these were ketchup bottles for like large quantities of ketchup. But do you think you can find the information on that? I think they're 1 liter. They're really, really nice containers. That one's by Square Jars, so that's modern stuff, I think. They're really, really neat jars. This is vexing. Because the only place I've ever seen them in my life is in our house. I might have to take a photo of it myself. I think that would have been faster. But I don't have any of the lids right now. I've put all the lids somewhere. Something about clear ketchup? I did, and that's no snail. It's a Dark Souls boss. Marinai, hello! Good morning! They're glass. With, like an early plastic kind of lid. It'll be easier if I just take a photo of one. Let's see if I can find where I stashed the lids. Ah, here's one. Take a picture with my phone and send it to my private Discord server. Because you can't send stuff to yourself. red flavored white sauce. Apparently there's a clear ketchup. Alright, we'll bring up the picture of the jar. So this is what these jars look like. This one is just filled mishmash with tea. And then we'll go to sciences and we will... Dude! That is a badass looking snail. Bro. I think I found inspiration for some Demora armor. Like, crikey. That's neat. So I love meeting people because they always show me cool stuff. It was a massive flop. It was like the like purple ketchup and the green ketchup and stuff, like the colored ketchups. Like even little boys wouldn't eat the purple ketchup. They were terrified of it, even though it tasted identical. It shows you how important our perception of food actually is. This jar? No, these jars are from like the 1960s or 70s. You can't buy these anymore. They don't exist anymore. They're not manufactured. They haven't been manufactured in decades. These particular ones, there isn't even a manufacturer's mark on it. They're so old. There's a number. There's a couple of numbers and a couple of symbols. And I don't know what any of them mean. Whether it's the batch number or what. But these jars are vintage. It's the kind of glass that just doesn't break too, you know? Yeah, the numbers are relatively the same. So there's... On the bottom of the jar, if we go to my thing here. So we'll turn this off, but on the bottom of the jar there's a number, and then there's a square, a triangle with a C in it, and then there's another number. In this case, on 2 of the jars I have, it's 5, and then this number. And up here, the numbers that I have on 2 of the jars, one of them is 2, and one of them is 4. Let's see the other one that I have up here. Yep. And another one of them is 2. So I have two of them that have 2 on them, and presently one that has a 4 on it. I have one more sitting over here. This one also has a 2 on it. So presently, upstairs, I have 3 of them that have 2s on them. So I'm guessing this is some sort of manufacturing code. This might be the batch number. So, but they're really, really nice jars. They don't seal all that well anymore because they're so old. So, like, I prefer to put stuff in them that's going to not require to be sealed in. Because they don't maintain that full seal anymore. And the lid's rubber seal has the 11774 on it. As opposed to the 12775. So I think that's has something to do with the manufacturing process. Like parts numbers, perhaps. But yeah, they're older than me, and they're the kind of glass that basically is immortal. And then we're back to the picture of Tesla. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close my window.
I get it.
At least close them part way, not all the way. I like the fresh air. Jeez, that's not closed all the way, he says. They're closed.
He's put it back to his food bowl, but he won't eat it. Does he want it fuller?
Alright, it might be he wants more in it. Or
Okay, hold on. Get you some fresh.
yeah, it might be because he feels
Stale.
it's stale, quote unquote. So I guess just toss those ones in the compost. Tesla's very picky. Alright. I'm running out of tea. Well, coffee. I might make some tea. Because it's kind of a hot drink day. I need to have like a thermos up here with a big thing of tea in it. Once I get everything like cleared away on the shelf and things set up properly, I'm hoping that if I can get enough stuff cleared up that like my shelves aren't full, that I'll be able to have at the very least a tea station on at least part of one of my cube shelves. That would be nice. But I think the only way that's going to happen is if I clear the closet and there's no room anywhere else in the house for anything. It's a little bit stressful. Alright, let's finish up the belt. Bring up our reference again. We're at the hard part because we can't really see the details going on here. There's clearly a little bit of like fabric fold over right here. right here. It's this spot right here. I'm just not sure about. You can see a bit of the light gray around here. And it looks like part of this tie here is coming up this way. Yeah, from the knot. So maybe if I figure out this out, I think it'll help me with yeah, because I think this right here is also part of this tie. Enjoy your nap in the shade, Ross. My husband got a Yeti tumbler from his work as a gift. I don't know if you're looking for a thermal cup. No, I'm looking for more of a thermos. Like a big thermos that I can put a whole pot of tea in. No, don't tickle me, fantasy, no! Ah! Yeah, I think working out that little tie thing probably really helped. With all the confusion going on here. Let's fix this a little bit more. Might sit at the library for a few hours before the movie. Just to get the piece I need. You're going to a movie tonight? What are you gonna go see? A Norwegian war movie. Nice. Well, I hope you have a good time. I know going out can be stressful. On an unrelated note, they've agreed to take me off meds, but said they'll need to move me to a combo to try and replace it, so even more pills now, but that's better than dry heaving every day. That's, yes. Good luck with that. Nachos, thank you for the look. I hope you enjoy your nap in the shade. Might want to nap in the sun today, it's so cold. Yeah, I really hope that works out for you because, yeah. Being sick all the time really sucks. Ah! Cora, thank you for the hydrate. I don't have anything left to drink. Let me see if I can find something. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go downstairs and make something because I don't want something cold. Either way, I'm gonna have to go downstairs and make something. But let's see what I have in my tea stash. Ironically, they're all called stash tea. My hot chocolate. My actual hot chocolate. I'm going to go downstairs and make some hot chocolate. Because it feels like a hot chocolate sort of day. Actually, it feels like a pumpkin spice sort of day, but I don't have any pumpkin spice. So, hot chocolate it is. I have to keep my hot chocolate secret from everybody else, because otherwise they'll consume it and then never buy any more. We're gonna zoom out so that anyone who visits can see that there is a cool painting going on. Oh my god, that looks so good zoomed out. Like, it's a little bit scuffed zoomed in, but zoomed out, it's really good. Damn. I just need to fix that that one on the center right, center left. I need to redo the shading on that one, and then I need to fix the fabric on the coat. I might have to use a selection tool and filter in the noise. Thank you, Marinai. By the way, I moved home. So you know, I'm back. But yeah, this is I might have to use a filter to add the noise for the wool pattern on his coat. Yeah, I need to fix a little bit with his mouth, but other than that, I think it's actually pretty good. His mouth is a little off now that I've fixed his nose. His nose is a smidge too long. Yeah, I need to find a time to get together with everybody for at least, you know, an hour or two, an evening. I don't know. But yeah, I need to shorten his nose again because I made it a little bit too long. I lengthened it thinking it needed to be longer. I need to shorten the nose a little bit. Look at that. Dragon birds now found something called the great-eared nightjar. The dragon bird and bearded vulture both look... What? Death, you're confusing me again. Conk! Screech. We can get a hot drink. Yeah. I'm gonna be learning how to drive the car, so there'll be that. I haven't had a chance to drive the quote-unquote new Jenna that's now 20 plus years old. Right, I'm gonna go make some hot chocolate. Eternal lurkage. Yeah, well, school will do that. I'm gonna go make some hot chocolate. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, guys. I'm back. Sorry, the speech therapist is here for my mom. And they're doing an exercise where she looks at a picture and then she has to name the thing. And I'm standing there watching. Thanks to the hydrate, it's gonna take a moment for my hot chocolate to cool off enough so I don't burn my tongue. But yeah, so like it's a picture of a refrigerator and she has to say fridge or refrigerator and stuff like that. And then a picture of a football comes up and they're trying to get her to name it, and I just like hand egg. The speech therapist just about died. Put the photos in sciences. The bearded vulture is the only known animal whose diet is almost exclusively bone. In fact, it usually disdains the actual meat and lives on a diet that's typically 85 to 90% bone marrow. That is a wicked ass looking bird. I love that. That is cool. He's a pretty bird. Birds are great. And this dragon bird, is this thing real? The great-eared nightjar. Oh my god. It really is. It's a little dragon bird. Ugh. Tiny boy. Yeah. I want him. It barely has a beak. His beak is covered in feathers. Oh my god. If this is what dinosaurs look like, I'm cool bringing them back. Oh, there's the 2 hydrates. Hot chocolate is so nice when you're cold. It's just great. God damn, that thing is so fucking cute. He's so small too. The name like the great-eared nightjar. Why is it a nightjar? I want to know the etymology of this name. Alright, let's close that because we're not working on that today. Oh, this is looking so good. It's a small boy. Eileen, hello! Belated Happy Birthday from 2 days ago to you. Did you have a good birthday? I'm glad that you're back. Look at the picture of Fox. It's looking so good. I need to fix a little bit with his face, but I'm getting pretty close. Maddie's is pretty good too, I think. Just looking back and forth. There's not much that I would want to change with that. Maybe fix the shadows on her chin a little bit. No, the shadow on her chin is a little bit off. It doesn't have enough definition. Welcome back, Marinai. For the people who gave me hydrates, they have been redeemed. Looks like you can have the dragon bird as a pet. Oh, nice. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna have to come up with an actual flavor for Demonade. And, actually want to come up with a few flavors. Like, Demonade is the brand, but, I'm gonna come up with a few flavors for it. and make different cans and actually try and make a flavored drink of my own. I think that would be so neat to make my own drink. I see some shadows that I need to increase. Increase the depth and darkness. Let's multiply. See places that I want to fix. Because I actually haven't done much work down here yet. Blueberry? What? Necromancer? Are you okay? Nature is giving us so many cool animals. Yes. Nature is truly, truly amazing. What about the flavor of blueberry? I'm confused, Necromancer. for my drink? Oh, for Demonade. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some of us question what the hell Mother Nature was smoking. Yeah, it's like everything on the bottom of the ocean. It's just like, what the fuck? This is starting to look a little bit more accurate. It'll never be quite exactly the same. I've come to really enjoy painting fabric. That's why it's not working. Because it's on multiply. Unlurk, I'm thinking back, but not really sure. Huh. Welcome back. Okay, I think I'm more or less happy with the pants. Just a little bit right in here. I add a little bit more shadow. There's a little bit of creases right in here. Yeah. Australia spider. That's much better. That's really bothering. It's driving me crazy. Just tiny little micro adjustments. Thanks, Ross. I really appreciate it. I am working real hard on it. To figure out what this little thing is on the end of his string here. I still have to paint this entire chain to finish the work on the filigree, the necklace, the earring, the belt. I am really enjoying this process. This needs to come down this way a little bit. Queen Boo, hello. We're just steaming along here. We've almost finished the belt. Thank you for the hydrate. Need to stir my hot chocolate a little bit more. Sorry about that. Knocked over a spoon. Tyler! Thank you for dropping in during your break. And a street. Oh, that felt good. I did need one more street. How you doing? How you doing? Right, we're gonna squeeze back down into the details here and continue a bit of work on the belt. You're on a plane? Where are you going? Going to Philly. Good luck. Oh, Union. Oh, okay. Well, good luck. Stay safe. America's a crazy place. Yeah, America's a crazy place. Just stay safe. That's all I ask. And when you get back, we can probably hang out. I'll probably be about ready to do that. Oh, that's why I'm struggling here. Ooh, be nice to hang out at your parents' place again for a bit, you know, for old time's sake. You got a wing seat? It's cheaper? Yeah, that's alright. Depending on the weather, mostly what you're looking at is clouds anyways.
Fresh coffee. Just letting you know.
Oh, I just made myself something warm to drink. Well, I hope you have a safe plane ride, Tyler. It's probably almost time to end stream. 3 hours seems like a good block of time. I do like to have coffee time with my family and spend a little bit of time out in the sun. But also, I'm really enjoying this process at the moment. That's why I'm struggling, because I changed some of my settings. Very intensely focused on this right now. Okay, never mind. Go have a dance party on the wing. But don't fall off. Also, you know when you're angry for a while, but then when you're not, you're apathetic in spite of things. Where you just don't give a shit anymore. That's a mood. I don't get that so much anymore. I just try to be chill. I've been angry most of my life. I got sick of being angry. Ah! Thanks for the hydrate, Neff. Thanks for the hydrate, Fantasy. Oh my god, you guys. I can't stretch so much. And a posture check from Neff, everybody on Shrimp Thing's spines. Have a little stretch, but not too far. Ooh, I just about pulled something there. Alright, too many stretches, guys. Too many stretches. Stretches are good, but there is such a thing as too many. Look at this starting to take shape. Totally worth the time and effort. Look at that. It looks so good. I'm being asked to take my dad where. Figure out how long it'll take. Fair worth the time and effort. A mortal being made this. Flesh and blood and bone. Delicious. I'm gonna have to come back through and fix these other two now that they're, now that I figured out what I'm doing. Hello, Hira! How you doing today? Lurking. Lurking's fine. You are welcome to lurk. That little addition of the glow dodge. Oh, so good. I could probably charge $900 for these paintings. But no one would pay it. Because I'm not famous. But I think that is where we're probably going to end for today so that I can go spend some time with my family. So let's find someone to raid. Man, Evan hasn't been on in a while. I hope he's alright. Shall I leave you guys with the legendary Seanot bush? The business house. Let me check them out first. What do they do? Talk shows and podcasts. What kind of podcast is this? I would prefer to go to an artist. Series 1, Episode 1. Is this like the very first? God, there's so many advertisements. Yeah, what kind of stuff do they talk about? Oh. I would prefer to check them out first. I would also prefer to go to another artist. But if they're still streaming, when I get back from hanging out with my family, I'll give them a little check and see. Yeah, in the past, like, if I just raid into somebody random, I tend to find... It's not me, but, like, in the past, I've been with people and they're like, oh, this person, they've got, like, an interesting VTuber and a cute setup, let's raid into them, and then they were, like, a Bible thumper. And it's like, oh, no. Like, anti-LGBTQ Bible thumper. And it's like, ah, fuck, wrong audience. Yeah. It's not me who's rated into somebody like that, but yeah, I always have to vet first, but I will check them out after I'm done. So for now, I will send you guys to the legendary CNotBush, who is the first partnered non-gamer on Twitch. You should do that later, because we are leaving very shortly. But everybody, thank you for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow at the usual time for our first week back streaming in the new place. I'm glad that the internet is working so beautifully. It's possibly working better than it did at my other place now, because there's a router on the other side of the wall from me. But yes, I will see you guys next time. We're off sailing to other waters. You guys have a great day. Enjoy CNOT and his immaculate vibes. He has one of the best subscription redemption things that I've ever seen on Twitch. He reads you like a little thingy that he pulls out of a potion bottle. It's really cute. So if you haven't seen that, it's really amazing. I recommend him. And he is a master sculptor. So true art. Okay. Safe journeys. I love you. Bye-bye.